And we're live.
Oh, hello everyone. This is a scene for Dreaming in for Changeling for Dreaming in Dublin, and this scene, which has started out a little shakily, but hopefully not for long. It's set in one of the markets in Dublin, sort of in the more artsy area of the city, you know, where artists get together, where people are selling their wares, and that's where the scene will be set. And Chloe's sort of, you know, on recommendation from Donna, she's gone out, she's taken a break from her work at the bridal store to, you know, to look at some new fabric. But Donna also told her that, you know, sometimes this is a place where changelings do get together to make deals and to socialize with each other and to, you know, keep an eye out. So she's she's perusing the stalls, she's putting her hands, you know, through fabric, she's enjoying all of the sights and smells. You know, there are probably people making food on the side, you know, people running about busy with the day, people trying to sell, you know, tat, you know, that sort of thing. And yeah, that's where the scene will start.
Yeah, another person is at Set Market. Willow is also browsing the several market stalls that are there. She's wearing a seemingly heavy backpack, and there is a camera kind of slung over her shoulder. Um, she is actually with like the wedding coming closer and closer. There is probably like wherever she walks, there will be whispers like behind her back, which Willow will try very hard to pretend that she's not hearing them. She's probably not hearing all that there's being said, but definitely catches a few of them. So she looks a little embarrassed that people are talking about her, um, but realizes this is something that she'll have to grow accustomed to, as she is looking to find gifts for like guests, the guests of the wedding, and is looking for, you know, just jewelry to match whatever kind of dress that she's going to get. She doesn't know yet. And will eventually also find herself at this fabric stall, kind of, you know, also actually kind of doing the same as Chloe, I believe the name was, just touching the fabrics and feeling them, checking out colors. She doesn't really know, like she's not a dressmaker of any kind, so she can't really compare like the more exclusive fabric from like the just a little less, you know, like the faux material, but she'll still pretend that she is she's just checking out mostly colors and feeling of fabric. So um and looking at matching ribbons, and actually matching kind of like, you know, whites with like the spring or mint greens, comparing the colors, as she's trying to find the right color for the flowers that they have in mind. And yeah, it's just trying to also, like, by being very busy, trying to ignore the whispers behind her back.
So what sort of things would be whispered behind her back, or kind of sort of side glances that people will be giving each other?
Well, I don't know exactly, like, I don't have any examples, but she's a Seelie commoner that's going to marry an unseelie baron.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually make a social dynamics roll, which, for those not in the know, is one of my modern gifts, and this means I'm able to sort of interpret sort of the social dynamics or the flow in the scene. And because it is quite a busy marketplace, I'd probably give myself quite a high difficulty. I'd probably say, would you say about, its standard is 6, but would you say about 8?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm not that well versed in changeling mechanics, so it's either
Oh,
7 or 8. Like, people aren't really.
hello.
Uh,
What are you doing? I see. Oh, I'm hi.
So yeah, I don't know. Is Christian already there? Like, since we're just as busy for minutes.
Yeah, would someone just mind rolling just 6 dice for me then at difficulty 8? Just tell me what I get.
Sure.
Thank you.
That is, if my Discord is gonna work with me. Let's see if it's going faster on my phone. Might just go faster on my phone. Discord.
Hello, Colin.
So 6, you said, right? Okay, this is
Reductie
8.
Yes.
Wow. You got 4 successes, sir. 10 double eights and a 9.
Okay, so I assume she gets a fairly good. She gets a fairly good picture. She probably can tell, um, she can probably tell from that, the girl in front of her, Willow, isn't, you know, she's, due to get married or something scandalous is happening, and people aren't like mad about it, but I guess they're kind of a bit, it's a bit out of the norm, and people are sort of whispering about it and being a bit like, that's her.
Hmm.
I assume it's that
Yeah,
sort of thing.
probably. It's probably that, especially since Willow is very new to Changeling society. So, yeah, I guess it's not really malice, but it is definitely like curiosity and like why would the Baron even from a positive view, why would Baron Voidfrost of House Verge marry such a common Selkie? Because Willow doesn't really stand out in any way in this crowd.
Yeah. Well, in that case, then what she'll do is, um, she'll be, she'll be sort of looking through bundles of fabric. She probably had herself buried underneath one, and as she sort of comes out and sees Willow playing with one of these sort of ribbons, like let's say a periwinkle or quite a nice like eggshell blue, she'll just smile at her and say, that'd look lovely in your hair. And she'll just give a nice smile. What about this one? And she'll reach into the big ball of fabric and pull out, just some ribbons of similar kind of sea green and foamy colours.
Oh, yeah, thank you. It's and she'll just take a look at the other colors. Says, I'm trying to find something that matches flowers. So, but that one looks nice, and
She
she points out one of the ones that Chloe held up.
and she'll smile. Oh, for a special event, I can help if you like. My name's Chloe. I assume you're new here as well.
I'm not that new anymore. It's been a few months, but yeah, it's I'm getting married soon.
Her eyes will almost light up at that, and she'll grin widely. Oh, congratulations! When's the wedding?
Um, in a couple of days.
She'll she smiled. A couple of days, so must be really busy. Are you nervous? Who's the groom?
I'm a bit nervous. Yeah. Um, a lot of things are being arranged. Like I don't really need to do a lot of things. But that sort of feels weird. I kind of want to help out. Getting married to uh, Baron Void Frost of House Verge.
She'll nod, but you'll see in her eyes she's not hiding anything. She has no idea who that is. She'll nod. Oh, I haven't met him. I'm pretty new myself. I had my chrysalis a couple of days ago, but But if you love each other, it'll work out. She'll kind of smile gently. It's always stressful, but the event's worth it.
I hope so. Um, um, yeah, a few days. That's really short. Welcome, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but welcome anyway. I'm Willow. Hi.
She'll not. Hi, I'm Chloe. I think I already said I'm a boggin. She'll say with a slight hint of.
Is he still there or did he fall away? Are you still there? Can't hear you anymore, so I think that someone lost their connection. Oh boy. Or is it me? No, it's not me. I think we're having connection issues now. No, you're not hearable. I don't know if you still hear us, but
I just stepped away for a second.
okay.
Um,
Curtis lost his connection, so
oh, okay. Perfect timing.
right. He said to just go ahead and he would try and reconnect.
Okay. Christian enters the changeling market. He's on a jog and he slows as he enters the market. Uh, Stops, leans back, takes a deep breath, and then takes a few moments panting with his hands on his knees after a long morning of running away from his problems. Now it's time to hide from them. As he flips his hood back and stands up for a stretch, he's going to bunk Metamorphosis 1 and alter his appearance for just a 1 point bunk. Spending a willpower. There we go.
Nice. Wow.
That one stuck.
Yeah.
So as he flips his hood back, his waist length hair has already disappeared, shrinking back to a more manageable ear length of golden curls. His face returns to his appearance of youth, but also his appearance becomes masked, becoming much more human, just barely. And he then smiles and starts strolling through the markets.
Yeah. He might see Willow at like a stall that sells fabrics, and she seems to be comparing ribbons together with a boggin girl.
Soon we'll walk up to the two Kithane. Ah, Willow, that color suits you quite well, he says, noting the ribbons that the boggin is demonstrating.
Willow will look up and notice a Christian, and she'll she'll do a curtsy because apparently that is customary, or that should be customary, and she'll just smile. Um, so Christian, thank you. Uh, it's a pleasure to see you here. And she'll notice like the change in his looks, of course, because 10 years, I presume, have been like deleted. So she'll actually look a bit more happy, and her smile increases. I see you've managed to get back your years. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you.
His smile slowly fades, not completely, but about halfways, and his eyes look a bit sad. His they're not glowing like fluorescent blue as they were, but they are still a startling hue of sapphire, just barely human. Um, Alas, I have only achieved the appearance of youth. It is only skin deep, as they say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Well, have you met uh Miss Chloe yet?
Christian turns his eyes on the boggin. No, I have not. Yeah, he just metamorphosed himself.
Yeah, that's cool. So in terms of his app rating, where is he now?
Appearance 5, looking on the verge of supernatural, but not
I mean,
technically supernatural.
if this is appearance 5, Chloe is still, you know, as Christian approached and he was talking to Willow, Chris, she'll Chloe will almost sort of stop. She was very focused on her fabric, but she'll just stop and she'll just stare at him almost open mouthed. And then she'll just say, like, not even helping it, she'll just kind of blurt out, you're so handsome. And then she'll just blush at that, like it'll take her a second, and then she'll just kind of like, oh, of course, pleasure to meet you. She'll give a slight curtsy and she'll offer a hand. I'm Chloe. I'm a Bogan.
Yes, I see that. He blinks his eyes at you. Uh, he's got a puzzled smile on his face and a look of amusement in his eyes as he looks down at Chloe. Well met, Chloe. I am Sir Christian ap Fiona, a knight in the service of Baron Lionthorn.
Well, well, it's an honor to meet you, Sir Christian. She'll do a little curtsy. And how are you finding the market? It's been my first time here. It's amazing.
Dabs a bit of sweat from his brow, from his jog. I have not yet had a chance to browse the wares as yet, but I find it a place of amusement, if nothing else.
Chloe will smile. Well, maybe, Brave Knight, you could help us with a quest. She'll smile a little bit cheekily, but very gently. We were looking for some ribbons for Willow for her wedding. She'll smile. Perhaps you could help.
Puts a hand to his chin, turns to Willow. My opinion, I think crimson and silver would suit you well.
Right, but isn't that like doesn't that stand out a lot?
He just smirks because those are his house colors.
Yeah, she'll. Yeah, yeah, Chloe'll she'll just gently kind of put a hand on Willow's shoulder. And she's kind of surprised to be a little bit taller than Willow. This is not a normal thing for her, but she'll just kind of smile gently. It's not a bad thing to stand out on your wedding day if you feel comfortable with it. It's whatever you like best.
I I expect many people wanting to stand out at my wedding day, so I was actually thinking about going at it differently, and instead of trying to stand out with elaborate dresses and flowers and jewelry like she probably would. No offense, I hope so, Christian. I was more considering the less is more thing and going more with like simple, pure.
Chloe'll nod at that. Well, if it's good enough for Coco Chanel, I can help if you like. I'm a dressmaker. I prefer simple designs myself sometimes. Sometimes wearing something simple that really fits you is better than wearing something complicated and grand. And detail is lots of detail is lovely, but it's not for everyone. Sometimes it's about showing the inner beauty. She'll smile kind of dreamily at that. And just that she's speaking, she is looking through this fabric stand very quickly. She's kind of, without thinking, organizing everything into color schemes and kind of matching all the material together, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
In that way that Boggans tend to organize things, she'll be doing that. And she'll actually draw out a very kind of pale kind of almost a pale kind of she'll get some colours out. She'll get a pale baby blue, she'll get like an ivory, she'll get an off white, and she'll present those fabrics and kind of offer them. How about these? They're something a little bit softer, a little bit lighter perhaps.
That looks that looks beautiful. I like the ivory a lot.
She'll smile at that. Yeah, it'll go it'll go nicely with your hair, and it'll be something simple, calming. If everyone in a room's wearing bright colours and giant gowns, you'll get attention. That's not a bad thing, but you'll get attention. She'll smile if it makes you feel good. you know. And she also offers out the fabric for her to like touch.
Yeah, Willow will take it and then kind of smiles and says, I think I'll get attention anyway. I'm not quite sure if it'll be positive though, but it will definitely be attention.
She'll she'll nod at that. Well, it's a big it's a big step choosing to marry someone, and especially a baron. I can imagine that's important. You know it doesn't come around every day. When I was speaking with Donna, she said, you know, there's a lot of very important people in the community who own a lot of bee territory. So, you know, she'll just kind of shrug at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's One thing I've learned from my time here in Dublin is that there are many very important people here.
But how does it make you feel? Are you excited, nervous, scared, hopeful? All of those things. I can't imagine all of the emotions you're feeling right now.
Well, definitely nervous and a little afraid, a bit overwhelmed, really. Everything has gone so fast.
Chloe will nod at that. Uh,
I just hope I make the right decision.
she'll she'll just listen along, and when she mentions that, she'll say, "Well, do you both care for each other?"
There's actually a quick look at Christian because obviously he has met the Baron several times. And then Willow just sort of shrugs and says, I hope so.
That is a strange answer.
A strange answer for a strange, well, situation, really.
Perhaps a strange situation, but not a strange question. Should not one be in love before one marries, before one exchanges the vows of out of character? I forget the vow, but he'll say it.
It is definitely a big commitment. I guess that's why I'm sort of nervous, but things have, ever since I've met Baron Voidfrost, it has been, my life has turned into this very strange adventure, and I I like that adventure. I'm I'm excited for it, but it's definitely something that's not easy, and that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Mm.
I just hope that I can keep doing what I want to do. I saw the other baronesses, and they're all very much not me, and I don't want to turn into one of them. I respect them a lot, but they uphold certain standards that I don't know and that are different from how I feel and how I want to be.
Chloe will listen to all of that, and she'll just kind of politely incline her head to just say, "Well, marriage never is easy. It's work, but if you're both prepared to put the work in and share the adventure together, I can't see how that could go bad. I mean, sometimes you just have to take that leap of faith, and maybe if once you do become Baroness, you'll be able to be your own type of Baroness, not what everyone else thinks a Baroness should be." I
Yes,
mean,
but
in all,
she need not marry one whom she does not truly love in order for this to be a reality. And Christian's looking surprised and a little sadly at Willow.
yes. Can someone roll social dynamics for me, please?
Sure. 6 dice again?
Please, yeah.
9, 8, 10. 3 successes. The others are 2 for
Yeah.
2. So yeah.
Yeah, so what's kind of, I'm assuming I can read what's going on, but I'm assuming it's the general gist. Is it coming across that this is like a kind of an arranged marriage kind of setup, or is it kind of that Willow genuinely does want to marry them and is just a bit nervous, or, and just how sort of is Christian interacting with the situation?
As far as Willow is concerned, um, she does have feelings for the Baron, but she's not quite sure if it is love. Um, and like she's afraid of marrying him, and not necessarily because of him, but because of everything else. Although recently she did get a bomb dropped on her regarding the Baron, and she's not quite sure. Like literally a couple of days ago, her entire view on this marriage has been turned upside down, and she's trying to deal with that as best as she can without, raising any suspicion.
As far as Christian's concerned, everything Willow's just said seems to come across as a shock to him. Fiona believed in true love, and it was such an odd match that perhaps it couldn't have been anything but true love, and now that is cast into doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chloe will just be listening for a moment just as this exchange is going on. And she'll, as there's a kind of natural pause, she'll just kind of pipe up, say, I do apologize if it's not my business, but it's okay not to know. It's okay not to be ready, and it's okay to have doubts. What everyone else thinks isn't important. What's important is you and the Baron. If you're going to marry, you know, maybe you should speak and see if it feels right. Because you know, she'll pause thoughtfully, but it's okay to ask for help if you do need it.
Thank you. It means a lot, actually. As I will talk to the Baron, of course, but ultimately, my feelings haven't changed. I've just learned more and more, and I keep learning. And
She'll nod. Sometimes the best thing you can do is admit that you don't know, or you're scared, or you're lost. That's the beauty of it all. It's a home. It's a safe place you can have together.
yes, I do believe that the Baron cares for me a great deal. So it is in that I will trust.
Yeah, and Chloe will actually she'll actually probably she carries a small notepad with her, when she kind of sketches designs and things. She'll actually just start kind of just write it, take her pen and paper out. She'll just start writing, she'll write her name and her number and her address where she can be found as well, and she'll offer it to her. If you ever do have doubts or need someone to talk to, people say I'm a good listener. I don't know, but I can at least offer you a cup of tea while you figure things out.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. And she'll take the note and put it in her backpack. And as she opens it up, and if you were to peek inside, you could probably see some sort of a scaly egg inside. She'll put
Yeah, is she? Go ahead.
she just puts the paper in and then zips the backpack back up and puts it back on over her shoulder.
Christian blinks his eyes rapidly, as if remembering something. Ah, yes. I believe I was there the night that you acquired that particular piece.
Oh right, yes. I I don't know. I don't want to leave it alone, so I just keep it with me at all times.
Chloe will almost. She'll be standing on her tiptoes at this point, trying to just go. Look, can I see it? Can I touch it? What is it?
Oh
I've seen an egg like that before.
yeah, sure. And Willow will again lower her backpack down and open it up further, and she'll kind of half take out like a egg, dragon's egg.
Hmm. Yeah, she'll look at it keenly.
And she'll sort of hold it up so that Chloe can touch it if she so wishes.
Yeah, she's right, and she is not passing up the opportunity to touch this strange thing she has not seen before. She's like, "Whoa, a dragon's real too."
I don't know. I need to look into how to actually hatch it, if that
Dragons
is a
are
thing.
real. Sorry, what?
Oh, she just added if that even is a thing. So sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he'll just turn to Chloe and say, I can assure you, Chloe, that dragons are most real, and our realm has been threatened by one of late.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everyone's okay. It's, but dragons are real too. She looks very confused by this. Just the whole concept. It's just like,
He smiles at her. They are gone from the world, it is true, but it does seem that some few remain, some few of great power and age. Then he turns his eyes on the dragon egg again, smiles at it, almost as if you were holding up a baby, just smiles at the egg. Wish you good fortune with whatever you will of this egg. If nothing else, it is most beautiful.
It is, but I didn't buy it to be beautiful. I will try and hatch it. I hope maybe we can. I hope maybe by doing this we can create some sort of peace between the dragons and ourselves.
maybe when things have happened, how has it happened? Have been disturbed? Have they attacked us or the I think it's called the freehold, or has someone tried to talk with them, or maybe they just don't understand and they think we're trying to do something bad to them, or she's rattling off. This is like weird.
Christian smiles at the dog, and we did in fact speak to it for what little good it did. Uh, it was a wondrous and terrible creature to behold, and certainly a dread foe to be roused.
Apparently, Chloe, a long time ago, there was a big war between our kind and the dragons, and they did not end up winning. So apparently, dragons, or at least this dragon that showed up a few weeks ago, has some very negative opinions and memories of that time and wishes to see some form of revenge.
For what it's worth, I believe your plan is a wise one. The dragon eggs, it would seem, are as rare as dragons themselves. What do you mean to do? Do you mean to hatch the egg? Um, would
If
you
we,
give it? Would you offer it in peace?
I I am still considering that, in all honesty. I would do it if it would make a difference. However, it might not do. The dragon that we met was so angry, and if the dragon inside of here has any chance, if we want to give it any chance at creating its own opinions of us and hopefully better opinions of us, and look at us in our current state and not with the history of 1,000 years in its memory and in its eyes and in its head and heart, then perhaps it would be wise to at least raise it somewhat before letting him meet others of its kind. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure yet.
It is difficult to say. The dragon may take offense to one of its kind being raised by any of our kind.
Indeed.
And yet, I too look at giving battle to this dragon as very much a last resort. I have no wish to kill this creature. So far, all it has done is, well, make its threats. It threatened us, yes, but we did invade its realm. It is hard to say the best course of action, but I urge uh, that we prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
That sounds like that's a wise mindset. Maybe I'll ask Donna. She knows so many stories. Maybe she's heard something. She'll kind of say as an offhanded comment.
Who?
Oh, Donna Protea. She's an issue. I think was what she was called, an issue. She lives in the area. She's a fashion designer. She found me after my chrysalis. She's just helping me get on my feet.
Blinks at that. Oh, you are newly crystallized then?
She'll she'll kind of consider what to say for a moment, then she'll just nod. I think so. Uh-huh. Just two days ago. I I don't really know how anything works yet.
He smiles at you. Well, you're off to a good start as far as the company you keep. Nodding at Willow.
She smiles.
She blushes at that, and she kind of half obscures herself, with the patrick, but she'll just she'll just smile back. "Oh, I'm lucky to be a good judge of character. I hope in time we'll become friends, good friends." She'll kind of smile. She'll smile at Willow, and then she'll smile back to Christian. Everyone I met's been so different, but kind. It's been it's been nice.
Well, I've found out that even very different people can teach you very valuable things. I'm sure you'll do well. It's it's sometimes hard to understand the dynamics of this world if you're just new in it. But, you know, I'm sure you'll pick up.
She'll she'll nod at that. She'll just say, sometimes you have to accept that you don't know and ask for help when you need it. But sometimes different and challenging and new is good.
I
You can't
agree.
always go ahead.
No, she just says I agree.
Yeah, she'll just smile. You can't you can't sit still. You've always got to be willing to put the work in for the rewards. That's what I've always thought.
Yes. Although, like, one word of advice would probably be to at least be very respectful to the nobles. There's quite a lot of them here, and well, not all of them are like Sir Christian.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to show any disrespect. What did I do wrong? Oh.
I don't think you particularly did anything wrong, although Sir Christian is a better judge of that, but some will demand more respect of a commoner.
I myself, as a knight, have been criticized for my choice of attire more quite often by the other nobles. He smirks, gestures down to his tracksuit. Then he looks up at Willow. I appreciate what you say, however. Perhaps I am not like most nobles or most she because uh, I have learned the value of humanity.
She is, well, I'm not gonna explain that one when there's one standing next to me.
Yeah, Chloe will glance at Christian very, very curiously, still a little bit bashful. You- I've never met a she before. do they all look like you? You know, she'll say, kind of with fascination almost. Like, she's never seen someone who, like, looks that way, you know? And she's just kind of like, whoa, he's literally like this Act 5 night. This is like, you know? She's seeing the white horse, she is seeing the dragon. This is all going on in the back of her mind.
I would say that most sheep aspire to look as I look, but they fail. And he smirks and gives his perfect ear length curls just a fluff with his hand.
She'll just giggle at that, you know, like full on just giggle. And then she'll just give a gentle smile. Oh, if if talking to the dragon doesn't work, you could try tell it a joke. That was a good one. I liked it. You know, and she'll just smile very honestly. But Sir Christian, I am. If you ever have need of my services, all you have to do is ask. I am not an expert in menswear, but perhaps I could make something comfortable but stylish, and she kind of glances off like she's trying to think of the word. Effortless, perhaps.
Hmm. More appropriate, the other she would say. But yes, I believe I will take you up on your offer. It would be a curious to me to.
She'll smile. She'll again scroll down her details and just pass them to Christian. You know, and she puts them together. She writes it on the note. She folds it up and she kind of passes. You know, she offers it out to him.
He'll take it and put it in his pocket.
Yeah, her hand will stay outstretched for like just a little moment too long. But she'll quickly realise and just quickly snatch it back and just give a smile. Maybe maybe not I wouldn't say what you're wearing is inappropriate. I think clothes should fit the person, not the other way around. If it's something you like wearing that feels right, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. I just like to find something that makes you feel bright, you know, and she'll just smile.
He looks at Chloe thoughtfully for just a long moment because you didn't see him do it, but before he ran up, he just changed his whole appearance, sort of thinking of it in terms of what he likes to wear. I will consider what you have said. Uh,
She'll smile. Well, it would be a great honor. My little workshop isn't very it's not very big, but it's quite humble. But you're welcome anytime. I even if you just need a cup of tea and a chat, and you know, being a knight and protecting us must be hard work sometimes. So giving something back would be nice. Like, you know, just to show how grateful I am for that. You know, and she'll smile quite happily.
Christian's sapphire eyes glimmered slightly. He's on the verge of tears, actually. He sets his jaw firmly, very manfully. Mm. It is good to know that my service is appreciated by at least one whom I protect.
She'll she'll smile. She'll smile gently at that, and then kind of almost looking down, looking back down. She's wearing a wristwatch. She'll just kind of notice, the time. Just go. I'm. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Donna sent me out to get some fabric. I've got an appointment with her soon. Would you be able to excuse me soon? I'm so sorry. And she starts kind of, where before she was kind of almost spellbound and kind of staring at both of you like, what? Now she's like in full, she's in full boggin in a rush because things have to be done mode. She's buying bundles of fabric, and then she'll just glance she'll just glance at the ribbons as well that she'd shown Willow, and then she'll actually from the pile she'll probably take a crimson one as well, and she'll just she'll purchase them, and she'll offer a ribbon each to both Willow and to Christian. Thank you for talking with me. It was nice to meet you. Would you like these? It's just a gift.
Jin's hand closes around the ribbon you hand him slowly, and then he brings it up to his chest. I thank you.
Um, yeah, Willow will also accept the ribbon, and she'll quickly tie it around the dragon's egg for now because, reasons. And she'll smile. Thank you. It was really nice meeting you. I hope if you have time, I would like to. I hope to see you at my wedding. And same goes for you, of course, Mr. Christian. I would really like to have you there.
His face is a bit stiff as he's trying to retain his resolve, but he nods. I'm honored by the invitation, Willow. I will most certainly accept.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir. You'll do me a great honor.
she'll smile. I'd love to come. And if you need anything in the meantime, my door is always open. I mean, there may not be a place to sit if I'm working on several pieces at once, but I'll I'll make a space. There's always room. She'll smile quite, chirpily.
I might take you up on that offer. Thank you.
And it was lovely meeting you too, Sir Christian. I am sorry for any offence caused. If I may ask in future, what would I address a knight of the realm? She'll quickly curtsy again.
He blinks his eyes. Looks like he wants to just run away, but he'll say, the address would be Sir or Sir Knight or Dame for a woman who is a knight.
She'll just smile. And what would you prefer to be called?
He smirks at that. Christian will be sufficient, but if you must, Sir Christian or Sir would suffice.
It was a pleasure meeting you too, Christian. If you can find time between um your nightly duties, my door is always open as well. If only just for a cup of tea or somewhere to sit down, and I'll get to work on the tracksuit. She'll just smile kind of curiously, and she'll she'll give a big smile, and then she'll once check her watch again, and then she'll just like, I'm so sorry, I have to go. Please excuse me. It was lovely. And then she kind of buying everything. She kind of just she almost as quickly as she came. She teeters away with this giant mound of fabric, twice her size almost.
Christian watches her go, and then looks to Willow and just suddenly says, I have to go, and turns and runs, resuming his jog.
Willow looks a bit surprised as he is just like running off like that. Um, like her mouth was like when he said, "Yeah, I have to go." She was about to say, "Well, say a farewell," but he's just gone, and she kind of watches him disappear, and then looks into the direction that Chloe disappeared into, and just stands there for a bit before resuming her way as well. And it's there that we will end the scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This was another scene for Dublin in the Darkness, and we'll see you soon.